Hey friends, it is Sunday again. Wow. I don't know about you, but it seems like that October has flown by. I don't know what it is. The early months, January, February, seem to like crawl by, and then we get to January and it's like, January. Then we get to October, it's like boom, back to January. Craziness around here. So, today I am hopping on with some friends, my Sunday Crafternooner friends, and they will be linked down below. And we are scraplifting this layout from Janet. I'm really kind of digging on this layout. Now, I like to be absolutely honest, and when I first saw this layout, I was a little thrown. I love what she's done here. Sorry, dropping something. I love what she's done here. I love the ink blended trees in the background. I love the paper that she's chosen. And when I looked at it, I thought, I don't know. I don't have camp photos. I don't have a Boy Scout or a Cub Scout. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And y'all, that's when my creativity gets the most excited, because I have to stop and take apart what's happening for the pieces that work for me. And I hope that by talking about this process today, that you guys start to look at layouts this way too, and start taking apart the things that work for you. So one of the things that I was really drawn to were these two photos. My goodness. Are the two photos that they are landscape photos, and they are on half of the paper. This really looks like it's a 6x6 split. So 6 inches on this side and 6 inches on that side. But what is really, really intriguing is how she's used this paper split and slid her photos over. So they're not on one side. They are actually over, and she's allowing that line to help draw your eye through her layout. Brilliant. I love also this stacked behind the photo. It's not overstacked. It's kind of perfect. So this is what I'm thinking. I do not have a stencil that does trees, nor do I have scouts in my family. As you guys know, I'm an empty nester, and I have dogs. So I went through my puppy photos that I've not scrapped yet, and I found two of the not best photos, but they're not ones that I wanted to get rid of either, because they tell a story. So the story that these photos tell is this growth of a friendship. I don't know if you've ever brought a puppy home to a house that has dogs, but it can be a process. Riley didn't know what to do with this puppy. She really didn't. She was not happy about it. She was like, no, I am the baby and I am the princess, and I don't know why you brought this thing home. This is probably spring-ish. And it really shows. We brought River home in October. This was not early. It was probably, the top photo was probably more in the later fall, maybe early December. Just looking at River's size. This one was taken in the spring, and it really shows the difference in the two. Now, I realize that, there could have been a whole lot more going on. I just happen to know that in the very early months, Riley was standoffish. She was not, come here puppy, be my friend. She was standoffish. Well, now they're inseparable. They are two peas in a pod. And so I thought this would be a really fun layout. It kind of pulls those earthy colors. So I got really inspired by the color scheme of this one, kind of the outdoorsiness of it. It works with my fake back lawn. I don't know if you've ever tried to grow grass. Wow, I am putting it all out here today. We have trees in our backyard, and we have dogs. And so grass is not just, it's a knot. And so we have some patches that the grass will not grow. And so we had two choices: artificial turf or like a rock stone. And I didn't want to do rock stone with the dogs because I thought it might hurt their feet. And then let's just say they decide that they want to dig or chew on it. I don't want them chewing up rocks or trying to swallow rocks. So we went the artificial turf route. which is hysterical. The bottom photo, again, not the best photo. We had gone out for a date night. We had put the puppy up on the bed because that's where she slept, and we put Riley up there with her, hopefully to keep her on the bed. And I was trying to sneak in and get a picture to see what they were doing before they realized I was there. So, not the best photo either. But, again, it's about the story. And so, at this point, I had to make a decision. Do I want to be able to tell the story of this growth of this friendship? Or did I want perfect magazine-worthy photos? And sometimes it's just about the story. So, here's what I have pulled to go with it. I pulled the Nature Study collection from 49 and Market. I loved the colors in this. Let me slide these so we can see. Loved the colors. I've pulled some things that I think I want to work with. I loved this plaid because it really pulled in all of the colors of my photo. I love the green because that kind of pulls out the nature. I'm thinking that this one is going to be my background. It is one of the, oh, it's not in the pattern paper pack. It's in the solids pack. What do they call it? They call them the colored foundations. So this is out of Nature Study Colored Foundations number 4. And I'm going to use this backside that looks like cloth. So really like that. That's where I'm headed. I may do a little stamping. I did make my own journal tag to go with this one. I have a different video. I'm hoping it's going to be a short showing how I made this tag. Trying to get some different ideas out there in different formats. But I used stamps by Tim Holtz and ink by Tim Holtz. This is Distress ink, not oxide. And let's see, colors that I used were Ground Espresso, Uncharted Mariner. I used Vintage Photo and old paper to kind of weather it in. And so, yeah, that's kind of where we are and where we're starting. I'm going to turn the mic off, speed up the video, and we'll be back together when there's a finished layout to look at. is the layout. I love how this turned out. Again, I want to challenge you. Ooh, that's going to be loud right in the mic. Sorry, guys. My candle fell over. It was not lit. Okay, so we don't have a fire situation. It just fell forward, and that was bothering me. All right, so I want to challenge you. Find some photos that are not the best photo per se. You know, they're not the magazine worthy. They might not even be the ones that you would necessarily print to have in frames around your house, but they're the best for telling the story. So my challenge is find a photo that tells a story but might not be the best. You know, the ones that have extra people in the background, or like these. This one was taken through a window screen. I mean, what can I say? It's where I was. And then this one, the lights weren't on yet, so the lighting is kind of off. But it tells the story, and it tells the story in pictures instead of words. And I love that. So a couple of things that I did that I want to point out. I used one of the Tim Holtz stencils with walnut stain ink and added some interest beneath my title. If I knew where I had thrown that, here it is. It's this one. It's one of his new Christmas ones. It's number 174. I don't know the name of it, but I love it. Because it's not super Christmassy. It kind of has that outdoorsy feel, which I think is fantastic for this layout. I don't tend to stamp my titles or do any stamping that I'm going to do ahead of time. Why? I'm not that planned. Just not. So, I don't know if you noticed, I used one of the smaller blocks that I had, and then as I was over here working in this area, I tried to get my stamp into the very teeny tiny corner so that that was not going to be in the way. I stamped with, it's a Carrie Bradford set. I don't know if it's still available. It's called Savannah Extra Large. Carrie, when she releases stamp sets, a lot of them are limited. So once they're sold out, they're sold out. And I will say there's some that I slept on that I was like, oh, it's not in the budget right now, that I wish I had. So just be aware. This one is Savannah Extra Large. If it's not available, I apologize, but I don't know what's current with her. This is one of my favorite because it's a very thin typewriter font. And this is the extra large, and you can see it's not extra large compared to the others. It is, but when I saw extra large, I was thinking, you know, this is going to be fairly substantial. And then when I looked at the image, online, I knew that this was a 6x8 stamp set. That those were going to be the biggest ones that she offers in this font, and I love them, and I use them a lot. So I did take the time to go ahead and write out my journaling so that this one is completely finished and ready to be put away. I did use some of the acetate or clear printed elements. I had a jar that I had pulled out that I really kind of wanted to use, but then it would be over the journaling area. It didn't work, so I put that one back. But I've got a little bit of the mixed media. This is, by the way, a great way to add in mixed media. It's not as scary as you think it is. And so I hope that you guys get inspired by watching these videos to add in some of these other things into your layouts. So here is Becoming Friends and the tale of two puppies that are now the best of friends. So talk about links down below. I have affiliate links to where I shop down below. I would love for you to check them out. Full disclosure, they are affiliate links, so just know that ahead of time. Oh, I forgot Good Friends. Ooh, y'all, I'm so glad I was just kind of chatting, because that goes right there. What else do I want to tell you? Oh, links. Lots of links. Lots of really good stuff happening in the group here. Our friends, my friends that are doing this layout too. Y'all, you need to go check them out. Everyone has a unique take. Everyone's in a little bit of a different place in life. Some still have high schoolers at home. Some have littles at home. Some have grands that they keep. So you see a wide variety of themes and photos and just different scrapbook styles, but we all start from the same place. So make sure you check them out below. I will take still shots of this and have photos that you can look at close up. If you are not a subscriber, please join in, subscribe, like this video. I'm also on Instagram, and I will have photos of this during the week up on Instagram as well, and I would love to have you follow me there. So until we're together again next time, my friends, go make some memories. Bye-bye.